Shouldn't do that in public. Hey, good night. It is dark. So, fog, rain, beautiful weather we're having. I am north of Beaver Lake, Arkansas. We're camping at Beaver Lake actually, but I'm doing an excursion that's taking me on Tate Road, Forest Road 190. I wanted to check this out. These are some hills that are kind of above a road called Butler Hollow that follows an old Arkansas railway that was condemned in 1960 or 1959. It was condemned. They were getting ready to start making Table Rock Lake, and they condemned the railroad, and now it's just a trail that follows Butler Hollow Creek, I believe. But these hills are above that. I remember being down when I did Butler Hollow. I remember being down there and looking up at these hills and just thought, wow, those really prominent hills, real beautiful. And there we are, Forest Road 2285, Butler Hollow, with a nice Ozark mountain in the background. That's cool. Look at that. Look at that. So I found this trail up here and I'm like, oh, I want to check that out. So I want to try to take it as far as it goes. But the weather, hey, isn't this beautiful? This has got to be the darkest video I've ever shot. Like during the day. I haven't been on a trail in the thick fog. I mean, this is all in the fog. Driving up here from Beaver Lake, I was going down, get out of the fog, and then you go through the fog, and this is just consistent. We have our camper at Starkey Campground at Beaver Lake. Neat little campsite above the lake a little bit in the trees. As soon as we pulled in, getting stuff out of here. Work. Oh yeah, there's a huge nest. Oh yeah, look at you. Oh my God. You see it? Yeah. Huge. I see that. You see the nest? Holy moly. This huge, I mean 6 foot wide nest. It has to be way up. And that mama bird is taking care of its babies. What we got in the road here? Nice tree. What do you think? You think I can move that with my brawn? Oh, I can't move this. Criminy. Looks like everyone's just been running over it because it's kind of... I should pull it out with my winch. Oh, yeah. I could, actually. Maybe. Do I want to pull this out of the way? I can position over here a little more in the poison ivy. Yeah, I should. It's not raining too bad, so I really don't have an excuse. No one else is going to do it. Which is not true. I have to back the car up now. I forgot how long this thing is. All right, can I get under this without craziness? I mean, that's about the easiest way to do this. There's a release in there. That doesn't release. Why? Why? Well, grab this thing. Why isn't the release releasing? Well, if it's not going to release, then I'll have to do this mechanically. I don't have far to go. Turn the thing to release the winch, the synthetic rope just wouldn't budge. So I just did it with the motor, so pulled it. Got a soft shackle. I think I'm gonna wrap around this, do it this way. It's easy, it seems easy enough. Get it taut, and then it's pretty good to me. That could be a little better. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Now I probably should have wrapped something around the tree. I have like a weighted blanket thing, but I didn't worry about it. I'm gonna go behind the car where I'm safe and let this thing go to town. Problem is my winch is out of rope because my thingy is so long. That's what she said. So I could back the car up, or other way, if I could get this a little more, I'm gonna have to back the car up no matter what, I think. There. Yeah, big time. And it may just come off the end here. Okay, that is all my winch. See what I mean? It's fine, it's perfect. Is this hokey how I'm doing this? I just put a, soft shackle in there. Why not? The only thing I should have done was put a weighted blanket around the tree, possibly, but I'm not worried about hurting my line. Not worried about hurting the tree. The tree's dead. All right, let's get some slack out of this. This is fun. Oh boy, I'm just trying not to get in all this funk because I think that is exactly what I'm getting. How far was I? About like that? All right. My finger came off a bit. I'm gonna winch myself. Shouldn't do that in public. Factor 55 is the manufacturer, I believe. Look at this, makes me mad. So this butts up against my bumper, these two rubber spots, and it secures it here in the Fairline thingy. But guess what happened? One of them fell off. So it's like, it's long gone. So now, I can still do this side, but I need to order another one and glue it in there permanently. It's really dumb. Pretty good. Beautiful thing about this, it times out if you don't use it. And you stop hitting the button so it doesn't drain the battery. All right, I'm gonna clean up my mess and carry on. One thing I gotta remember is to turn off the winch, wherever the switch is. Okay, continuing on. One thing that was really dumb, I should have put gloves. I have gloves everywhere. I should have put gloves on for many reasons. Honestly, for poison ivy. There is poison ivy out there. And my line probably drug in it some, and I touched the line, and I probably touched poison ivy directly. So that was not smart. And just like that, I think we're done. This says it splits. Tate 190 continues from, I don't know, what is that, 1/10 of a mile, 1/4 of a mile. And then 190D goes for 1/10 of a mile. But that's all overgrown. That's pretty overgrown. I might hike it because I already got poison ivy all over me, so why not? Just continue to keep the big wheels turning. So 190, I came up here and it's supposed to, just a big turnaround here. 190 is supposed to keep going. 190D, yeah, 190D is supposed to go that way, 1/10 of a mile, and that's trash. So I'm blocking this trail, but there it is. I hear a woodpecker, red-bellied woodpecker. Should I lock it? Should I lock it? Yeah, of course you should lock it. Don't want any cougars breaking in. When I say cougar, I don't mean a cougar, but a cougar, Don't want any minors breaking in. Not a minor, but a minor. Sorry. That's a stolen one. That's out of context. Oh, there's a deer. Should I have a weapon? I'll hit it with my purse. I love that joke. God, it's so dark. It's cool, different video. My videos look the same. This one's the same yet dark and wet. Some wildflowers growing. It's great. Ooh, look at the light. Isn't that crazy looking? This is so cool. Oh, I wish I had pants on now. I mean, this isn't that bad. It's just overgrown. The road's fine. I mean, I just wonder if back in the day, a long time ago, if this went down all the way to Butler Hollow somehow. It probably did. Yeah, I could totally drive through this actually. It just, these wouldn't really scrape that much. It wouldn't put any new Pinstripes. That's for sure. There's some down limbs. There's a bottle. Signs of dum-dums. Look at that. Guess I'll grab it on the way back. Okay, so on Onyx map, the trail ended. I wonder if it goes to this. See, the satellite went from winter to green to summer. So I wonder if this little, it's probably a big old cedar grove. I wonder if it goes to that. But if it keeps going and winds down to Butler Hollow, the red line on the right, crazy, this trail is so wide open now. It's very clear. And somebody's, you know, cut these. Okay, it looks like, oh, this is probably, well, maybe not. What's that dark? Oh, it looks like a little wildlife feeding area, a little watering hole. Yeah, this just goes around to turn around. Oh, there's the watering hole down there. I can see green, murky water. Okay. Let's look at the green, murky water, everybody. All right, listen for frogs to jump in the water. Ribbit. Freaking ribbit. No rivets. Maybe that, oh, that's all lily pads. That's not murky water. That's a freaking bottle. It's a Gatorade bottle right there. Like, this is beautiful and pristine, and a f***ing Gatorade bottle. Jackholes. God, people suck. They're the worst, suckiest sucks that ever sucked. Okay, so here's your watering hole. That water's not very murky at all, actually. But in a month or two, it will be. Going around the watering hole here a little ways. Why, I'm not sure. Because if you don't go, you won't know. You won't know if you don't go. All right, nothing. Yeah, you can see, like, beyond these trees, it's really clear down, and that's Butler Hollow. But this trail officially ended. So down this hill, I mean, you could bushwhack and get down to Butler Hollow. There may or may not be a ledge at some point. See, we start going down, and down there, it's Butler Hollow, and Butler Hollow Creek or whatever, the old railroad. And it's about as bright as it's gonna get today. It's as bright as it's been so far. All right, well, I guess I will head back. That was a impromptu little hike. Pretty lily pad watering hole, complete with Gatorade bottle. We'll backtrack. And then you get off at Tate onto another road, Forest Road 188. It's called Carter Cave. We're gonna dip back into Arkansas a bit and then back up to Missouri following this Carter Cave Road 188, Forest Road 188. Keep your forest clean, please, thank you. And by keeping your forest clean, you know, that means, like, don't throw your bottles down, your Gatorade bottles, don't throw them in a, you know, animal feeding plot, you know. Probably not keeping your forest clean when you do that. But everything's sagging because of the rain. This is a very clear trail. I'm gonna assume the whole thing is just like what I just did. Oh my God, big branch. Sorry, tent. Oh my God, window up. This is not good at all. I should probably go up there and make sure that camera's still on there. I'm just gonna take a look-see. It didn't lose signal, but you know, who knows? It's there. We're there. Dang it, I wasn't recording. I think my high lift jack just snagged a branch and pulled it down. This dead branch, because then it proceeded to fall and hit my car, thud thud. I'm recording up there, but the action happened over here. Very nice. I'm still in Arkansas, but I'm passing these signs that say ANHC, Arkansas Natural Heritage Commission. There's your sign. Natural area boundary. Nice. So there's a trail here. It's not marked. I just if I stay on my path, 188, Forest Road 188, I just go through this Devil's Eyebrow natural area a little bit. Should I go up a little ways? It's fairly clear. Might as well go up a little bit, right? Devil's Eyebrow. That's a new one. Devil's Backbone, Devil's Kitchen, Devil. Dead ends here, and there's a gate. Okay. In a loop-titty-loop, so I can loop-titty-loop around. Natural area is blocked off. That's good. I would assume it would be, right? Okay, I can loop-titty-loop and GFO. Right. Go back to what I was doing. Squirrel. So it says natural area. I know what a wilderness area is. Probably the same thing is just let habitat exist. Like there's no, you don't, well, sometimes there's trails, hiking trails through wilderness areas, I guess. Or a lot of the times maybe, but definitely no motorized vehicles. But yeah, just letting nature exist without man. Just crossed into Missouri. I wish there was a little cool sign. So I'm just tooling on this. This winds up and around and dead ends. Really close to Butler Hollow, up above it. So Butler Hollow, I did that, it's Forest Road 2285, I believe. But I didn't start in Seligman. I came from Sugar Camp. I hit it and went, south, and then went all the Butler Hollow all the way to Beaver, Arkansas, right? So I only missed half of the actual Butler Hollow trail. So maybe a later date, maybe tomorrow, I'm hoping to have a little time just to do that part of the trail. It's short, it's easy. Man, well, this tree sucks. Surely I can move this. Oh, I see the vine caught the dead limb. Although this road's in good condition, it's just getting overgrown. Can I just drag it? I mean, I don't want to touch anything. Got it. I was afraid it's gonna spring back and hit me or my car. This crap is just annoying. It's not really scratching. And if it is scratching, it will not be noticeable with all the real scratches. Oh, well, we're dead ending. We're gonna do exactly what we did in the last one. We're gonna hike through this. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. Oh, I thought it was a thorn. There's really no reason to clean this off now because I gotta go through all that stuff. And all that stuff's gonna be on the other side. The high lift jack likes to snag things, doesn't it? Can't stand the high life. God dang, what is wrong with me? Miller High Life. I can't stand the Miller High Life. That's not true at all. Can't stand the high lift jack being mounted up there. The only other option with it being that I wanted to mount on the front bumper. There's no way to do that without, I can't find a good mount without scratching the shit out of your bumper. Or if I had a rear bumper, I don't want to add a rear bumper. I mean, I'd like to have it with the swing away to put my tire on, but it just adds so much weight. It's just not worth it. Splits. Doesn't split on my map. I'm gonna go this way maybe. So back at our campground, Starkey Campground, Beaver Lake, is our camper. All the rest of our crap. So I had my shoes and socks like in the camper. It's the only thing I forgot this morning when we got out of Dodge. But I always have these boots in my car. Sorry about the legs, it's disgusting, I know. What's missing here? Socks. So yeah, my feet are just blistering as I speak. And it's gross and sticky and ugh. But I just had my slides on this morning because it was raining and everything was wet. This is really shitey. Might look at my map again, see if I'm even on the trail, because it did split back there. I am. So yeah, my son, why we're down here is he is getting certified. Howdy. Hey. So there's a dive area on Beaver Lake. So he's done his online training, his book training, whatever. Did his pool training, and now they're doing the lake training before he goes and does a big dive in the Keys this summer. Isn't that awesome? But it's raining, and so the water's not very warm, but the raining doesn't matter that much because he's gonna get wet anyway. So he's doing that. Dropped him off this morning, hung out, and they were waiting for some weather to clear. Uh-oh, I'm starting to see things. That's litter. That tree got uprooted, look at that. Growing right into the rock. Pulled up the rock. Welcome to the rock. I hear an animal. Probably just a squirrel. All right, this is just plum awfulness. Feel it in my plums. Sorry. Why am I still going? This is awful. All right, I don't think we're gonna see over Butler Hollow. Man, no one's been down here for a long time. All right, we're turning back. This is a dead end. So at one time, this was some kind of road trail, something. I mean, if you zoom in on the map, you can see trails on the west side of Butler Hollow, unmarked, so probably 100% illegal to be on them, you know, with a vehicle anyway. And I kind of thought this would link up with those, and it probably does, on foot. We've accomplished our goal, finding the end of 2 trails today, weaving in and out of Arkansas and Missouri. Caw, caw, caw. Thank you very much. It's not an eagle. That was a caw bird. Crow the caw, caw the crow. This is awful. My legs are just soaked. So mad at myself. I've had pants and socks and a shirt and a whole change of wardrobe in my car for the last month, 2, 3. I mean, it just lives in my car. Packing yesterday for this trip, to packing other clothes and putting them in the camper. So I literally go through my car, find those clothes. I'm like, oh, I should put these in the camper. The camper has drawers, you know, to put your drawers in. Take your drawers and put your drawers in the drawers. So I should have just left what was in my car. Then I'd have pants, I'd have socks. That's not gonna stop me though. But look at these wildflowers. These are so pretty. I wish I knew what these are called. Improper footwear. I mean, the footwear is perfect. It's just lack of socks. And I'm working on a couple blisters here, so that's good. So I got these shoes and I got but no socks. Banned from hiking the rest of this until I have proper footwear. My son left like his shoes and socks in here. So I'm eyeballing his socks like, oh, I could just totally put those on, be good to go, but that's gross. Not a little familiar, as Jerry Seinfeld would say. I'm not wearing other people's socks or underwear or swimming trunks. Okay, we're back on the highway. We got a little bit of time. So what I think is gonna happen is, I think I'm going to go north. Well, you gotta wind west, but then eventually go north to Seligman, and then I can do that part, a little section of Butler Hollow that I did not do last year. 2285 Butler Hollow. So we're on Butler Hollow, but we got a little ways until you're actually in the Mark Twain National Forest. It's all private property. See the pretty hills? That's to the north. So I don't know if the railroad came through here. This is pretty windy for a railroad. When you get to the portion of Butler Hollow that runs 2285, that runs north and south, that's an obvious railroad. It's, you know, very straight. But this, I don't know. I don't really know where the railroad started or ended up, or really what the purpose of it was. Arkansas and Ozarks Railroad. Only lasted from 1949 to 1960. Condemned it in 1960 to put in Table Rock Lake. Started building Table Rock Lake. Didn't even realize last time when I did make it to Beaver, Arkansas, I went over the little Golden Gate Bridge that's there. But if you look east and you're on that bridge, you'll see the old bridge that was part of the railroad from 1960. It's still there, the truss is anyway. It's like a tunnel of trees here. Now we're just driving in Butler Creek, Dry Creek, right here basically. I was up in earlier. All right, we're almost to the Sugar Camp turnoff, where I linked up with this last time, so we may just turn around there. 2280 to Sugar Camp, Forest Road 2285 Butler Hollow. Oh, here's a little creek crossing. See these prominent hills? So I was up in there somewhere. I got as high as 1590 or something. All right, so that's this segment of Butler Hollow. You can watch my other video to watch the rest of it. Me driving all the way to Beaver, Arkansas. It's beautiful out. It's an amazing day. With a little bit of rain, you know what's good about that? It keeps everything from being so dusty. Fly like an eagle.